Why are printers so expensive lately? And why are so many of them out of stock? Stick around because today that's what we're going to be talking about. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with another printer video. Today I'm going to do a very short video, topical video with the question, why are printers getting so expensive lately? I've had a lot of comments on my channel indicating that printers that are worth around $250 are going for $1,000, or another smaller increase, maybe a $300 printer is going for around $400 now, or even like the Canon TS5320, it is out of stock. I made a review video on it on my channel because that's what I do on this channel is reviews, unboxing, repairs. So consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and also make sure you like this video. If you have any questions at all throughout this video about anything I talk about, or if you have your own opinion, comment that below. I'm gonna get business out of the way first. If you have an old printer laying around, or you know someone that has a printer that's not printing a certain color, streaks are coming out, or you have a general print quality issue, or even none of your colors are printing, or one color is not printing, the solution is the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. You can find a variety of videos on many different printer models on this channel, me showing you how to use this cleaning kit on various models. So check the link in the description below. Alright, so why are printers getting so expensive lately? Well, my experience with this actually prior to the past year or past 2 years. I started this printer business about 6 years ago, and I have seen many different printers along the way, and I used to sell used printers. I no longer sell used printers, but when I did sell them myself, there were older printer models that would sell for even more expensive than a printer that you could buy at the store, on Amazon and on eBay. And I came to find out over time that the reason for that was because there were people that didn't want to get a new printer. The main reason was because they had bought some extra ink and they had ink laying around, and having to buy a new printer and then buy new ink for that printer would have negated the value that they already had in the printer ink that they were already using. So they would go on eBay, on Amazon, and buy the same exact model. And I know this because I had people message me directly talking about how they had extra ink laying around, and it was always the same story. They had extra ink laying around and they wanted to be able to use the same printer, but the current one was damaged. It was basically defective. And I was not selling new printers, these were used. So they understood that they were used and they would buy them. And in the beginning, that was mainly my business. That was primarily where I derived most of my income from, was the sale of those printers. I had 50 to 100 printers stacked up in my apartment. There were certain models that sold for more even though they were used. Not every single printer yielded that amount, but there were a good number of them that were priced at some level even higher than what they would have been sold at new in the store. So that's one reason, is the ink. Another reason there's some people that just don't want to use any other printer than what they currently have. They might upgrade to something similar, but they don't want to move outside of what they already know, because in the office, in the home office, one of the most frustrating things, aside from connecting to your internet when you're having problems with that, or something tech related, it's usually the printer that jams up. It's the printer that needs ink again. It's a frustration, so people want to stick with the same printer most of the time. So that's one thing. That's prior to 2020. 2020 starts, moving all the way up until 2021, and there is a shortage in printers. Printers at a certain point last year sold out. Everyone was moving from working at an office, and a good portion had to then come back and create a home office and still needed printing. So everyone went out to the stores, bought up the printers. You may not have noticed because maybe you didn't necessarily need a printer at the time, but I did. I'm always checking in on the printer market, and I'm always exploring new printers, and so either the prices surged or the printers were out of stock. Certain printer ink was out of stock, and a lot of the printers that I end up reviewing on this channel, many of them you can't find outside of Amazon or eBay. You go to the store and you try to find a certain model, that store doesn't have it, so you have to go to the next one and the next one, and none of them may have it, and so you've wasted your time driving around. That's why on this channel I try to do my best to review and do an unboxing on as many printer models as I can, so that you have a lot of different options, or people that are considering buying have an option to buy online, so it can just be delivered to you. Even if you have to wait a little longer, it's just a convenience. You don't have to go out searching for a printer and then maybe not end up finding the model that you went out to look for. So today, prices are still surging in certain printer models. I'm not gonna get into specific models, but the ones that I have been looking into lately, there were 2 or 3 I was looking to buy, and about a week or 2 ago, they were priced $100 under what they currently are. So the prices are surging. My recommendation would be to click the link in the description below. I'm going to refer you to a page that has general printers on it. Epson, HP, Canon, it doesn't matter to me which one you buy. I do have a preference, but that's not the point of this video. And type in the printer that you're looking for. The reason you may be watching this is because you're wondering why prices are so high, and maybe you're looking into a specific model. If that's the case, go down and click on the link in the description below. Type in the printer model that you're looking for. Scroll down to about the middle of the page. So I'm directing you to Amazon.com. So when you type in the printer name, go down and scroll down to about the middle, almost close to the end of the page. You will see related models. These are models that are similar to the printer that you are looking for. This is the best way to compare printers. It's going to give you about 3 to 4 options of similar printers that have similar capabilities, and you can see all of them below. However, those other printers may not be as expensive. They may not be surging like yours is. Another thing is you can cut down on features. If you don't need all the features of the printer that you're looking into, you can cut down on some of those features, and that will also bring down the price. Even if that other printer is surging, it should not be surging past the current printer that you're looking at. So that's just a quick tip. I really want to keep this video short, but I hope this ends up being helpful to you. I've been hearing a lot about this in the comment section. Printers out of stock, printers surging, crazy numbers. I figured I would cover the topic, and I threw in a little bit of advice, so I hope that you find that helpful. If you are looking to buy a printer and you're wondering why they're so expensive, and you come across this video, I hope that this ends up helping you out. One way to avoid having to buy a new printer, and you can just save your money altogether, is spending a little bit on a cleaning kit like this. If you have an old printer laying around, and if the model is compatible with this cleaning kit, it's a DIY project, but it's worth doing. You can save yourself whatever ink you still have in the printer, whatever extra ink you had purchased along the way. You don't have to buy a new printer and then the new ink for that printer. So I hope all this information ends up being helpful to you. Again, if this video was helpful, please make sure to like. If you have your own opinion on the topic, or if you had an experience where you have seen these crazy prices or out of stock, or you've seen anything that I talked about in this video, comment that below. I want to know your experience. But that's really all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.